Speeding Tesla kills 2 in China. Car maker denies claims that brakes failed. South China Morning Post. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for free here. https://sc.mp/subscribe-youtube. 2 people were killed in an accident involving a Tesla electric car in the Seoul. Namor. Marvel's watertight efforts to make him different from Aquaman. CNN. The aquatic adversary known as Namor, as featured in this weekend's Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, is one of those beguiling but strange characters that might make the less seasoned movie watcher momentarily step back and wonder whether to keep going along. Editor's note: the following contains minor spoilers about Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. In Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, the aquatic adversary known as Namor wastes no time establishing himself. +4315 Chars. Russia-Ukraine updates. Russian war crimes reported in Kherson. DW. English. Ukraine's Zelensky says investigators have uncovered over 400 war crimes committed by Russian forces in the region. Meanwhile, Russian strikes hit multiple regions in eastern Ukraine. DW rounds up the latest. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in his regular nightly address on Sunday that investigators working in the southern Kherson region have uncovered more than 400 war crimes committed by +6633 Chars. Media briefing. Artemis I pre-launch briefing. NASA video null. Anthony Davis leads Lakers to win after reassuring Darvin Ham. "I got your back, ESPN." Anthony Davis had some words of reassurance for Lakers coach Darvin Ham and, taking a cue from Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, backed it up with a season-high 37 points and 18 rebounds in the win. Los Angeles, feeling the pressure of a 2-10 start to his tenure as coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Darvin Ham received some words of reassurance from All-Star big man Anthony Davis heading into th. +2938 Chars. Best AM4 upgrades for 2022. AMD Ryzen 2600, 2700, and 1600 AF revisited and benchmarked. Gamers Nexus. Null. Chinese property stocks soar on hopes of turning point for sector. Financial Times. Financial measures from Beijing offer relief for cash-strapped developers struggling to complete projects. Shares in Chinese real estate companies rose sharply on Monday as a 16-point plan to support the debt-ridden sector was interpreted as a crucial pivot by Beijing that could spark a revival. The Hang. +4348 Chars. SNL. Dave Chappelle spoofs diverse casting on House of the Dragon. The Independent. The black characters. They take me out of it a little bit, Chappelle said of House of the Dragon. Sign up to our free Indie Arts newsletter for all the latest entertainment news and reviews. Sign up to our free Indie Arts newsletter. Dave Chappelle spoofed House of the Dragon during his Saturday Night +1738 Chars. 4 University of Idaho students found dead in home outside campus in what police are calling a homicide. CNN. A homicide investigation has been opened by police after 4 people were found dead at a home just outside the University of Idaho's campus in Moscow on Sunday. According to authorities, a homicide investigation has been opened by police after 4 people were found dead at a home just outside the University of Idaho's campus in Moscow on Sunday. According to authorities, officers in plus 1423 Chars. Family offers warning after 2 children diagnosed with RSV. 9news.com Coosa. Pediatric hospitals in Colorado said last week that the current surge in RSV cases is like nothing they have seen before. Denver respiratory syncytial virus (RSV) cases in Colorado are surging. A representative for Children's Hospital of Colorado said last week the current increase in RSV cases is like nothing they have. Plus 2795 Chars. Scientists are drawing up plans to intercept an interstellar object. Science alert. We finally have the technological means to detect interstellar objects. We finally have the technological means to detect interstellar objects. We've detected 2 in the last few years. Oumuamua and 2I. Borisov. And there are undoubtedly more out there. As such, there's plus 3860 Chars. Nets at Lakers, NBA full game highlights, November 13, 2022 NBA. Never miss a moment with the latest news, trending stories and highlights to bring you closer to your favorite players and teams. Download now. https://app.ly. Null. Project LLL official gameplay trailer. GameSpot null. WION Business News. Elon Musk removes Twitter contract workers without notice. Twitter, top news. WION. After firing thousands of Twitter employees in the first week of taking over platform. Reports suggest the employees were removed without any prior notice. Null. The 3 zodiac signs with rough horoscopes on November 14, 2022. Your Tango. There are 3 zodiac signs with rough horoscopes on November 14, 2022, and they are Gemini, Leo, and Virgo. If there's anything that could possibly bother us enough to call this day a rough day, it would be all about some thought we get into our head that either perplexes us or can't be gotten rid of. It. Plus 4696 Chars. U.S. House control hinges on tight races after Democrats take Senate. Reuters. Control of the U.S. House of Representatives hinged on Monday on several tight races that could secure a majority for Republicans following midterm elections that saw President Joe Biden's Democrats beat expectations and retain the Senate. Washington. November 14. Reuters. Control of the U.S. House of Representatives hinged on Monday on several tight races that could secure a majority for Republicans following midterm elections that saw P. Plus 3738 Chars. Eating ultra-processed, ready-to-eat or heat foods linked to premature death. SciTech Daily. Consumption of ultra-processed foods containing little or no whole foods in their ingredients contributed to 57,000 premature deaths in Brazil in 2019. Investigators report in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine. Ultra-processed foods, UPFs, have GRAD. A new study found that increased consumption of ultra-processed foods was associated with more than 10% of all-cause premature, preventable deaths in Brazil in 2019. This is especially alarming. Becker. +4812 Chars. Extremely rare pink auroras, a blessing, witnessed in Norway, USA Today. A rare explosion of vivid pink auroras filled Norway's night sky earlier in November. Want to know what the night sky looks like after a solar storm smashes into Earth and rips a hole into the planet's magnetic field? Fantasy Football Week 10 Care, Don't Care. Will we be left wondering what could have been with the 2022 Chargers? Yahoo Sports. Fantasy football analyst Matt Harmon shares what he thinks we should believe from Week 10's Sunday action, and what we should ignore. 5 things I care about. Worrying about, what if, for the Chargers. The Los Angeles Chargers are a good football team. They have fantasy assets. However, the last few weeks have been an exercise in slow. +13644 Chars. Power Color teases Radeon RX 7900 Hellhound series, videocards.com. Another Radeon RX 7900 from Power Color Japan teases the upcoming Radeon RX 7900 Hellhound series. Following the confirmation of Radeon 7900 Devil series, the company is now teasing its first high-end Hellhound graphics cards. While Power Color is no. Power Color Japan teases the upcoming Radeon RX 7900 Hellhound series. Following the confirmation of Radeon 7900 Devil series, the company is now teasing its first high-end Hellhound graphics cards. +1510 Chars. European markets set to start the new trading week on a positive note, CNBC. European stocks are set to open in positive territory on Monday, with regional markets still seeing a boost from last week's U.S. inflation figures. European markets are set to open in positive territory on Monday, with global markets still seeing a boost from last week's U.S. inflation figures, which showed prices had risen less than expected in +348 Chars. Stranger Things Season 5 teased by creators Matt and Ross Duffer. Director E.P. Sean Levy. A culmination of all that's come before. Deadline. Stranger Things creators Matt and Ross Duffer have expanded on what fans can expect from the 5th and final season of their 80s set Netflix phenomenon. The twin filmmakers were asked during a Sunday night panel at the streamer's Tudum Theatre in Los Angeles. Stranger Things creators Matt and Ross Duffer have expanded on what fans can expect from the 5th and final season of their 80s set Netflix phenomenon. The twin filmmakers were asked during a Sun +4032 Chars. WION Business News. Elon Musk removes Twitter contract workers without notice. Twitter. Top news. WION. After firing thousands of Twitter employees in the first week of taking over platform, reports suggest the employees were removed without any prior notice. Null. What a bipolar breakdown feels like. The Washington Post. My bipolar meds made me gain weight, so I stopped taking them. That was a terrible mistake. Comment on this story. I am underslept and overwhelmed. I'm in a London hotel room at the beginning of a 4-day trip that was too cheap to pass up. I am 25. There are assignments to complete for M. +6287 Chars. Secretive spaceship lands in Florida. New York Post. A secret, unmanned Space Force X-37B ship landed at NASA's Kennedy Space Center on Saturday after spending 908 days in orbit. A secretive Space Force ship landed at Cape Canaveral over the weekend, creating a series of sonic booms and flashes that left some locals fearing everything from a meteor strike to UFO. The 30 Fu. Plus 3048 Chars. Cristiano Ronaldo says he feels betrayed by Manchester United. The Athletic. Cristiano Ronaldo has said he feels betrayed by Manchester United. In an interview with Piers Morgan in The Sun, the 37-year-old forward said he feels he is being forced out of Manchester United, not only by the coach, Erik ten Hag, but also by THR. Cristiano Ronaldo has said he feels betrayed by Manchester United. In an interview with Piers Morgan in The Sun, the 37-year-old forward said he feels he is being forced out of Manchester United. No. Plus 2121 Chars. Douglas Adams was right. Science Journal proves 42 is the address of the universe. Reader Informativity writes. First published in Jan. 21. A new publication entitled Measurement Quantization affirms the number 42 is the address of our universe. APPX. AC. A distinguishing feature of our construct that ultimately answers the question 2. First published in Jan. 21. A new publication entitled Measurement Quantization affirms the number 42 is the address of our universe. APPX. AC. A distinguishing feature of our construct that ultimately a plus 1312 Chars